I tell you, the dragonborn comes. You'll know the dragonborn's come.
Hi guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. So we've finished the quest Scoundrel's Folly. We found out who our protagonist is, and it is Karliah. She's given us a clue to where she is, and that was where the end began. Mercer completely understands that, so he's sent us to meet him at Snow Veil Sanctum. And the plot is still thickening. So anyway, when you arrive, if you drop down a little bit from Snow Veil Sanctum, you'll find this abandoned camp, and you'll get this horse. You can actually ride this horse anywhere, and actually it'll be your well, you're like your lone horse forever. So when you fast travel, he'll appear. Apparently, he does disappear after a while, so make use of him. Anyway, head south up the hill, and what I've done, well, we discovered Snow Veil Sanctum here. Go slightly past it and to the right, and you'll find Karliah's camp with a dead horse. There'll be more about that later on. So quickly loot that. Don't know why I always feel sorry when I see dead animals. I can never take horse meat or horse hide. Now go and meet Mercer.
Good. We're finally here.
He's
I've
his usual
scouted the
cheerful
ruins,
self.
and I'm certain Karliah is still inside.
He is a hideous little scrote, he really is.
Here. Now you're fine.
I handed it to soul there. Anyway, this is a fun little dungeon to go through, actually. It's can get a bit tricky in spots. So, come prepared.
Good. We're finally here. I've scouted the ruins, and I'm certain Karliah is still inside. Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins, and I'm certain Karliah is still inside.
Are you certain?
No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape.
That just
Let's
makes
get
me hate him
moving.
even more.
I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. I'm sorry, I was under the impression I was in charge. You're leading and I'm following. Does that seem clear to you? Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Karliah is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. 25 years ago, I was standing outside these very same ruins. Gallus told me to meet here, but he wouldn't say why. When I arrived, Gallus stepped from the shadows. Before he uttered a sound, an arrow pierced his throat. Before I could even draw my blade, her second arrow found its mark in my chest. Karliah was a master marksman, and her greatest weapon was the element of surprise. I was lucky. She missed my heart by mere inches. I staggered away from the ruins, and my vision began to blur. It's then that I realized the bitch had poisoned her arrows. The last thing I saw
Call me
was
cynical.
Karliah dumping his
I
body
suspect
and
he
went
may
opening
be
atop
stretching the
the
truth a
ruin.
bit here.
An unceremonious end for a remarkable man. To this day, I've regretted allowing her to escape, even if it meant I had died trying. I owed Gallus that much. the guild was thrown into disarray. Several stepped up and tried to claim Gallus's former position as guildmaster. Sides quickly formed behind these men, and the Ratway became a bloodbath. I saw what they did to Gallus. I wanted to use the guild's resources to hunt down Karliah. The others didn't even care he was gone. Fortunately, I persevered, and the other groups were either killed or they left Skyrim. The infighting had taken months to subside, which gave her time to go into hiding and carefully cover her tracks.
It'd be interesting to find out what happened to the other groups that left.
And used every contact at my disposal. But it was as if she had simply vanished. Like I said before, she was the best. She was a stubborn Dunmer. Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some thieves heist in a year. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close. If you want to call it that, yes. Me? I think she was softening him for the kill. Gallus would call her his little nightingale. He was absolutely smitten by her. Greed? Jealousy? Spite? Who can say what drove her to such an iniquitous act? One thing's certain, I intend to find out before she draws her last breath.
So obviously something isn't ringing true about his story here.
I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild taken care of, we do it ourselves. We both agree it's best to keep these matters in-house. Have your weapon at the ready. I'm certain Karliah knows we're here.
Okay, so we're on point, and Niamh is a little bit suspicious of Mercer. Could be because we think he's a bit of a douchebag. So he's a boss, so we go up front. Can't lockpick that.
They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult.
Let's see if we can see how he's doing it.
Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, not a lot of skill. That should do it.
Do you ever get the feeling you're cannon fodder?
Must you keep stopping? Stench in here. This place smells.
No, just a quick note, your follower doesn't come in with you.
Guard.
It's just you and Mercer. So to get in that room, you just there's a chain there you pull just there. What I suggest you do though is do all the looting around here before you touch the chest, because whenever you actually get into the chest, and once you finish looting the chest, the Drogger will spawn. So just go there, activate the chain. And then they come. So run back in the into the corner. Let him tank any damage. So you've got to bear in mind, both of us have got very high sneak skills, so it's not like running around a dungeon with Lydia, where you get spotted straight away.
Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Karliah reset all of the traps. Can't hide from me.
It's running away. That's rubbish shooting. This is a good dungeon to up your archery leveling. Oh, obviously you need sneaking as well. Let's try and stitch him up. Come here. Come on, come on, come on. That'll teach you, you little git. I hate him.
Who's there?
And run round behind him, let him tank the damage. Excuse me. A lot of the droggers in this this dungeon are don't actually carry an awful lot of loot, but there's enough. Yeah, make sure I actually get these done, because I always stand in these bloody things. My usual lock-picking stand, as I see. Honestly, every time I'm recording, I can't lock-pick to save my life. And it's a do as I say, not as I do thing here. Make sure you quick save, you haven't got an awful lot of locks. Bad little potions there. Get out of the way.
Stopping?
Same as same though. Hit him, let Mercer tank the damage.
This shouldn't take long. Two more of them ahead. What was that?
Here you go. Go on, Mercer. Don't bother, mate. Just, you know, don't bother. Go on, hit him. Hit him. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, don't forget to grab this chest. Ooh, he sneaks out of nowhere. Oops. Obviously make sure you pull that chain, takes you to the next stage of the dungeon. It's a fairly straightforward standard dungeon, this. It's not massively long either, really. But it's quite fun in parts. There's a few stages in the dungeon where you do get mobbed, so being able to conjure up an attribute of some kind or a lord is kind of handy. I think that is a skill book. Anyway, head back here and we're going to go through this door. And Let's see what delightful goodies we have inside. Now, there's a few bits and bobs to grab in here, which are well worth grabbing. As you can see, some potions and blah blah blah. But more importantly, this is a brilliant spot if you've got the abilities to summon Atronachs, whether it's a staff or through your conjuration skills. And obviously, if you followed my any previous videos, you should have got the staff of Storm or Flame. Because what you do, this little hallway here is full of Droggers. So you can stand up here and you can pop in an Atronach and then you can snipe them with arrows. Because it's actually quite heavy duty to go down there and fight. So literally, just keep on popping an Atronach in there. He's the one over here to the left I'm aiming at. He's the guy you want to get. Because he'll pop up a Frost Atronach until you kill him. And your Frost Atronach will keep on killing Stormy.
You can't hide from me. That's the best you can do.
As you can see from the HUD, there is a lot of them, a lot. It's really difficult to hit him from here though. Got him. Nope, I didn't get him. Like I say, just keep on popping him in.
That's the best you can do. I've killed legions like you.
Got him. Now one more shot should do him. That's him done. That's the Frost Atronach out of the way.
That's the best you can do.
Now Stormy can get him done to do his job. See, these guys are tanking some damage. And Stormy should deal with him.
That's the best you can do. Challenge.
So, pop through here. It really is a good way to. That's a great place to stand there and snipe out of harm's way and let Mercer and your Atronach deal with it. I mean, you can go down there if you want to, but it's quite hardcore. Ooh, great soldier. Lovely. Quite a few little soul gems around. See, that's great. Getting the soul trap on my bound bow is really handy. So it doesn't matter if they're empty or full, because I fill them anyway. So. Okay, round the corner here is another item that's or unique item for other Thieves Guild quests. Now you can do it two ways. This, you can go grab it and well sprint your way out. You can blast it off by dropping the lantern there, but the chances are you're going to lose it. So I would suggest you just grab it and run out, and if you can, lure Mercer in as well so he can burn to death, the hideous little scrote. And there he is. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Nothing better than watching him burn. Yeah, I tried doing that in several different methods, and that simple approach, it really works. I mean, I tried to use Whirlwind Sprint, and Mercer kept on getting in the way, so you just simply grab it and leg it. But obviously, quick save before you do it. Obviously, Karliah's been this way before. Dead Drogger that we didn't kill.
Karliah always was a nimble minx. Slipping past these Draugr must have been child's play for her.
Ooh, nom 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 nom. Really? And Mercer's hiding. Of course he is.
You're quite noisy for someone who claims to be a thief.
It's going to be such a killing him. Oh, Death Lord. I'm filling up some soul gems on this little trip, that's for sure. No, you don't. Job done. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice little way to do it here. Let Mercer tank all the damage. And, you just snipe from behind. Well, obviously depending what build you got. If you've got a proper warrior build, then you don't have to. So Death Lords are really giving up some rubbish loot. This is where you stitch them up again. Be careful, this is lots of poison darts here. Die, you scrote. Sadly, you can't be killed till later. Oh, spoiler alert. Is he just walking into what? He's just walking into the wall.
This shouldn't take long. Nothing.
hate it when I get the kill cam.
I'll spit on your corpse.
There you go. Yeah, I hate it when you get the kill cam and you haven't killed them. Hey, rubbish loot. Yep, clearly Karliah's been this way.
Door up ahead. It's perfect for hiding.
Yeah, Mercer's great at pointing at the bloody obvious. The great thing about the bound weapons as well, if they use a disarm shouts, obviously doesn't affect a bound bug, or a bound sword, or a bound axe. Shooting. Another net of larger soldiers there. And yeah, as soon as they're dead, trigger them by running near the coffins. So one to the right, then run to the left here, then you'll trigger another one. There he comes. Sneak attack in there. And job done. And a nice little skill book. I wish you could take the skill books with you and not use them until later on. And we've got a word wobble. Ooh, oh, that's good. There's some fine loot in this. Enchant that water and you get some fine coins for that. Anyway, pull the chain and carry on. Right, this is where we come up to a little bit of skullduggery. Now, I've tried this in several ways. You just have to go through the storyline. I've dropped my Dremora Lord here to protect me.
They're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Karliah
But obviously, he just goes with the storyline.
We're on our own. Fortunately, quite simple, really. Karliah is close, I'm certain. Now let's get moving.
You can unlock that door without the claw, can you?
For someone who claims to be a thief.
And down you go. Like I say, I've tried this so many different ways, and the outcome's always the same. So.
Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Karliah. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Haunting Brew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough, otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter.
Yeah, you got no choice
Come,
except to go through all this
Karliah.
dialogue.
It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
But now we're actually starting to realise the truth of betrayal.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence. But I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
You can see it disappearing up the stairs there if you look closely. How much more Lord did an awful lot of good, didn't he?
Interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Karliah has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because...
So I've never really understood why he wanted to get rid of me.
Farewell.
Or Niamh.
I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Oh, that stung a bit.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snow Veil Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. The only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity.
Yeah, so you can go through a whole lot of dialogue here and find out a whole lot about the history of Karliah, Gallus and Mercer and the Thieves Guild, and indeed the Nightingales are brought up into it. So effectively the quest is over. I suggest you carry on with the dialogue. We're now starting a new quest, and that is Hard Answers. So hopefully you found this video enjoyable and interesting, and if you did, or indeed if you didn't, please leave a comment, and if you did, leave a like, and whatever, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.